The secret strategy of power: how to conceal your intentions and win the game. The hidden edge that makes winners unstoppable. Ever feel like you're playing a game without knowing the rules? Like you're running through a maze while others hold the map? That sense of being at a disadvantage from the start is more common and more dangerous than you think. When you live unaware of the invisible rules governing the world, you don't just lose. You don't even realize you're losing. But there's a secret that separates winners from losers. It's not luck or talent, it's strategic awareness. The most successful leaders, entrepreneurs, and strategists stay one step ahead by never showing all their cards. Not because they're deceitful, but because they know that in a world where information is power, oversharing hands your power away. You've likely experienced this. Maybe at work, you shared a dream or goal, only to feel the vibe shift someone used it against you, subtly or not. Or in a relationship, you were fully open, expecting the same, only to face judgment or manipulation. It's tough, but it's real. Most people make a fatal mistake. They believe total openness is always a virtue. But in some contexts, too much transparency is a trap. Masters of the game know this. They speak, but not everything. They share, but only what serves them. This is Law 3, Conceal Your Intentions. This law isn't about lying or manipulating, it's about strategic protection. It's about safeguarding what's most valuable: your plans, your direction, your peace. When you keep others guessing, you hold the reins. When they know exactly what you want, they know where to strike. But when you're a mystery, there are no weak spots. Think of chess grandmasters. They don't reveal checkmate in the opening moves. They build slowly, confusing opponents with calculated steps, planting false possibilities, distracting, disguising. Then, at the right moment, they strike. This is the art of mental strategy, and it shapes the fate of winners. Now, apply this to your life. Today's powerful practice is simple but transformative. In a conversation at work or home, notice your urge to justify, explain, or give reasons for everything. Instead, just act. Say less. Stay quiet. See what happens. Feel the strength in letting others wonder what you're thinking or planning. It sparks curiosity, respect, even a hint of fear. If building personal power excites you, drop in the comments: when did being too open cost you? And if you're ready to dive deeper into this journey of wisdom and strategy, hit that like button and subscribe to Absolute Power. We've got plenty more cards to play together. How silent strategy shakes your rivals' minds. Law 3 isn't just about self-protection, it's a profound tool for influence. A silent weapon that, when wielded well, disarms opponents without raising your voice, declaring war, or engaging in direct conflict. There's a powerful psychological truth few understand, but that shapes how people react to the unknown. The human mind hates a void. Our brains are wired to make sense of things, fill in gaps, and create coherent stories, even with incomplete information. It's a survival instinct to avoid chaos. But when you refuse to clarify your goals or reveal your full motives, you create that void, an uncomfortable space. And that's where real power begins to emerge. By concealing your intentions, you plant seeds of doubt in others' minds. They start projecting their fears, desires, or insecurities onto you. Some will overestimate your strength, imagining you're crafting a grand plan. Others will doubt their own abilities, feeling unprepared to face what you might be plotting. All this happens without you saying a word. Picture a leader delivering a direct but vague instruction, leaving out the why or how. Instantly, the team snaps to attention. Minds race. Is there a bigger plan? Is this a test? Am I missing something? This unease sparks movement, initiative, and effort beyond the norm. Nobody wants to look unprepared in the face of the unknown. This kind of influence outlasts any shouted command. It's power born from silence, not force. But beware, this tactic requires discipline, confidence, and emotional awareness. Misused silence can seem like disinterest. Poorly timed neutrality can be mistaken for weakness. It demands intent, presence, and wisdom. Today's powerful practice is a test of self-control. Next time someone asks about your plans, goals, or a personal project, resist spilling everything. Instead, Say something vague like, "I'm working on something challenging, but I'll share more when it's ready." Simple, direct, cloaked in mystery. Watch their reaction. Notice the curiosity in their eyes, the follow-up questions, the way silence speaks louder than words. In that moment, you'll feel the narrative shift to your control. If this exercise sparks something in you, comment silence below. I want to know who's ready to master this invisible art. And don't forget to like and subscribe to Absolute Power. The game's just getting started, and the next moves will surprise you. Mystery as your weapon, shield and sword of power. Law 3 reveals a game-changing truth. Concealing your intentions is more than defense, it's a silent strike. Mystery isn't just a veil to hide behind. It's a sharp blade that cuts through others' control over you. When used well, it's your shield against exposure and your sword against manipulation. But true mystery isn't about total silence or vanishing. It requires presence and action. You must engage, show up, move strategically. Here's the key concept: irrelevant truths as distractions. History's greatest strategists never faded from view. They were front and center, speaking, smiling, leading, but never revealing their true plans. Instead, they used small, seemingly significant truths to distract. They knew people focus on what's visible, what's handed to them, even if it's just bait. Think like a magician. The trick works because people watch the wrong hand. In life, when you direct attention to something secondary but true, you create the illusion of openness. Others think they know your moves, but your real plan advances unseen. Imagine someone aiming for a promotion. Instead of announcing it, risking resistance or sabotage, they take on an overlooked project. Quietly, they become indispensable, earning respect and influence. When the promotion comes, it feels natural, but it was orchestrated. They didn't lie. They just didn't broadcast their goal. Mystery did the work. This separates amateurs from masters. Amateurs overshare. Masters deliver less than expected, but achieve more than anticipated. They don't need to convince with words. Their silent moves speak louder. Today's powerful practice: pick a major goal in your life. Instead of announcing it, choose a small, visible, seemingly unrelated action that moves you closer. A course, a side project, a subtle collaboration. Keep others focused on what you let them see. Then, tell me, what word defines this strategic skill for you? Drop it in the comments. Let's build a community of sharp, silent minds. And don't forget to like, subscribe to Absolute Power, and hit the bell. We've got more to master in this invisible game of power. The strength of being unpredictable in the game of success. We've reached the deepest, perhaps most unsettling part of Law 3. True power lies not in what you reveal, but in what others can never fully grasp about you. Becoming unknowable isn't about being vague or confusing. It's a strategic state where your actions are clear, but your motives stay hidden. This blend of action and mystery creates a magnetic pull that disarms, intrigues, and captivates. People are drawn to what they can't decode. Humans have an almost primal urge to find meaning, answers, logic. When someone defies that, acting unpredictably without easy explanations, they become an enigma. And enigmas wield power. Think of iconic leaders, creative geniuses, or visionary entrepreneurs. They often say little, reveal less, yet their every move ripples. Their intentions stay just out of reach, defying expectations. This strategic distance doesn't make them cold, it makes them untouchable in the game of human perception. Contrary to belief, being unknowable doesn't breed distrust, it builds authority. Most people overcommunicate to prove something: intelligence, kindness, competence. In doing so, they hand over control of how others see them. But when you don't need to be understood, you signal strength, self-sufficiency, and independence from external validation. You become a mirror. Others project their fears, hopes, or insecurities onto you. To some, you're a threat. To others, an inspiration. But to all, you're unforgettable. You don't fit labels or follow patterns. You're a player no one can predict. This requires emotional maturity. Being unknowable isn't about pretending or using silence as arrogance. It's an inner stance, knowing you don't owe everyone your full truth. There's power in keeping your deepest layers private. Oversharing strips away your greatest edge. strategic unknowability. Your most powerful practice starts now. This week, watch how you act in social or professional settings. When you feel the urge to explain your plans, justify decisions, or bear your emotions, pause. Breathe. Choose calm. Choose silent presence. Let yourself be less understood and more respected. By week's end, notice how you've grown internally by not reacting, not proving, not explaining. Feel how your energy stays intact, how your presence gains weight without a single extra word. This is just one of the invisible laws of power that shape elite success. In the comments, tell me what the word flow stirs in you. Because mastering silence means mastering everything. Like and subscribe to Absolute Power. The real game is just beginning.